this. Now, I actually recently rewatched episodes 1 through 4, and I've also recently watched the entirety of season 2, so like some of these songs I might have to listen to because I don't quite remember, but most of them it'll just be like, yeah, that song. Okay, starting with Happy Day in Hell. It's a baseline for the series. It's the one that, it's the first song you listen to. It's 20 minutes-ish. Not even 20 minutes, like 5 minutes into the first episode.
Actually, it's 8 minutes 40 seconds into the first episode. Also, I don't know why I said 20 minutes, because the entire episode 1 is 20 minutes, so, yeah. But there's your fact check.
It really shows the contrast between Charlie's character and the rest of the world of hell. I'm talking about this like this is some pristine, super amazing show. It's Hazbin Hotel. I think it's an A tier song, just because the song itself is fine, but I think the visuals around it and the context around it, just the way it introduces the show, that all brings it up. Next up is Hell is Forever, instant S tier, like one of the best songs in the entire series. Definitely like top 10 best songs in the series. I absolutely love this song, and I love the Angels. Adam is great.
Call me Dickmaster.
Their love is vile and blasphemous.
Hot as fuck, though.
So much.
I know, I fucking rock.
Well,
all of mankind came from these fucking nuts!
It's a solution to our biggest problem!
Oh, herpes. Yeah, that's a bitch.
No. Webster's dictionary defines redemption as...
Objection! Lame and unoriginal.
They appear to have some kind of shield, sir!
Oh, really? I didn't see this giant fucking shield in front of me, you dumb bitch!
Thing?
Fucking love putting my name on shit. Shit's the best!
Those are my people. You know that, right?
Oh, yeah. That must suck for you! Saw that you went to my manager. Low blow, Karen.
Vaggies cut about that or ass!
You just chill, dude. Fuck.
I think Adam is an incredibly underrated character. He sucks, but he's awesome. Yes. Anyway. Stayed Gone. I've got some really cool opinions on Stayed Gone. Okay. Doxing, kind of like outing myself here, but I thought Vox was a overrated character in season 1. I didn't understand everyone's hype. Now I'm just gonna bit of a teaser. Now that season 2 has come out, I understand the hype. Vox is epic. Season 1 Vox, not so hype. Season 2 Vox, very hype. Anyway, it starts with sorry. I think the song It Starts With Sorry itself is fine. I didn't like how they kind of overused that line in season 2. Like every time Sir Pentious had something like good to say, he always said, It starts with sorry. Like, it was like, oh, it's the callback to that song that we made. But all the other songs that they made callbacks to were better. Yeah, It Starts With Sorry, probably a C tier, a good old-fashioned C tier. Respectless. All I'm gonna say, Hazbin Hotel Abridged is better. Cancel Queen, that was better than Respectless.
What? Woo! The cancel queen, but I won't always get it. Stop, because you keep on forgetting. Stop, when I send a message. Spark hate like an Instagram Reddit. The cancel queen, I was destined to love me. Hey, your best never stop me. Stop, when I send a message. Make way, unless you wanna be next, bitch. Wow.
But Respectless itself is A tier. Velvet, I understand why people liked her in season 1. Vox was more like, why does everyone like this character so much? There's nothing to him. Velvet, I understand people who liked her before season 2, but she's pretty hype. I'm saying this like I was around before season 2. I watched Hazbin Hotel like a month before season 2 came out. That's like the whole premise of this video. Anyway. Whatever it takes. I think this is honestly a pretty forgettable song. It was like a weird way to kind of introduce the character of Camilla Carmine. I'm also just not the biggest Vaggie fan. Like C tier. This is the tier of songs that are like, They play into the story, but as songs, they're not that good. Poison. Poison. What do I say about Poison? It's a song. I can definitely say it's a song. It's a interesting song. It's yeah, honestly. This is a good example of the context around the song brings it down because, yeah, it's Poison. I almost want to give Poison its own tier. Like, it's not a bad song, but I feel like if I put it too high, it would be weird. Loser Baby. Now, this is a hot take. I think Loser Baby is the second most overrated song in Hazbin Hotel. The song itself is fine. I think the concept of Loser Baby is a lot better than Loser Baby actually is. Loser Baby itself, the concept of it being a guy who's like really down on his luck, he's just not having a good time, his life sucks, and the dude who's trying to cheer him up is just like, hey, you think your life sucks? Well, guess what? It does. But my life sucks too. I understand why people connected with the song, but it's not the best song in the series. Also, something about me when I listen to music is I want to find songs that I can add to my Spotify playlist and just listen to on a daily basis. Loser Baby is not that song. Also Poison, which is kind of why I tanked it a bit, but the thing is with Loser Baby is I don't want to listen to how Angel Dust snorts coke off of other men's abs every single time I listen to this song. So, it'd be a bit violating. B tier, B tier, B tier, B tier. Hell's Greatest Dad. Alright. After that extremely controversial take, we now have my second favorite song in the whole series. Hell's Greatest Dad it used to be my favorite song before season 2 came out, but Hell's Greatest Dad is my second favorite song in the whole series, and definitely my favorite song in season 1. It's such a good song. Like, it's stayed gone, but with an infinitely more comedic character. I mean, Vox is pretty comedic in season 2, but I just love Lucifer, man. Oh, more than anything, ooh, definitely the most feelsy song in Hazbin Hotel. Definitely the one that makes you feel the feels. It's a good song. It's good, and it definitely tugged at my heartstrings. So for that, it gets S tier. Not as high class as these songs, but it does deserve S tier. I'd say almost A tier. I'd say a very low S tier, like the bottom of S tier. Welcome to Heaven. This song is catchy. It's not my favorite song. It's a good atmosphere song. Like, it's good for introducing. Well, up to this point, for the past 5 episodes, we'd only seen hell, and it's a good way to kind of quickly and efficiently explain to us what heaven is like and keep us entertained. It wasn't a drag. It was just a quick and easy way to kind of show the contrast between heaven and hell. Us being in heaven was important to the episode, but you didn't know. That's what this episode is about. And speaking of which, cool transition. You didn't know, S tier. Innate S tier.
I think I meant to say the word immediate S tier. I really need to stop making videos at night.
You didn't know has a lot of little bits that just make everything better. You didn't know it has a bunch of moments that are just really good. Like that part where Lute joins in, that's really good. The part where what's her name? Emily? Emily starts standing up to Sarah. Like those bits, everything else around the song is kind of but those bits particularly like boost the adrenaline. They make good. They make good ear. Uh, Out for love, Out for love. What does it deserve? What does Out for Love deserve? It's incredibly catchy. I love this. I love this song. On to Ready for This. I honestly don't remember anything about this song, so let's look at it. Alright. Not gonna lie, kind of a C tier song. Wasn't a huge fan. More than anything reprised. I actually remember this song. More than anything reprised. Yeah, another C tier. Okay. This is gonna be extremely controversial, but I think that Vaggies and Charlie's relationship is handled very poorly. I mean, it doesn't ruin the show for me. I think that's not a negative about the show. I think just, adding romantic relationships in just to have romantic relationships is never really that bad, but I just like to say I'm not super invested in their love story. Or really any of the love stories in Hazbin Hotel. Some of them I think are more humorous than anything, but most of the time, especially Charlie and Vaggies. Anyway, finale. Finale's S tier. I really like the finale. I think, unlike You Didn't Know, where there is a lot of bits going on, the finale does it a bit better, because each bit is interesting. It's not like, some bits really pop out. The finale, each bit is somewhat interesting. Alright. We finally get to transition to Hazbin Season 2, where I think there are more songs. Hazbin Hotel Season 2 allows us to add a new row. And that is Vox tier. And the reason this tier exists is because there's a lot of Vox songs in Hazbin Hotel Season 2, in case you didn't know. And while they're all amazing, every single one sounds exactly the same. There is very little variation between Vox songs. And the problem is, even though they all sound the same, the sound that they have is really good. They all sound amazing. They all sound exactly the same. Just so we don't have 10 Vox songs in S tier, we're just gonna have Vox be its own tier. Has been guaranteed and trust us. Now, does this count as a Vox song? I was thinking about this. This song is S tier, no doubt about it. But is this a Vox song? To be fair, the best part about this song is the trust us part, and that is the Vox period of the song. However, the other bits, while not as interesting, are still good. So I'd say they enhance the song, therefore dragging it out of Vox tier. So Has Been guaranteed, parentheses, trust us, end parentheses, is an S tier. As soon as I heard the song in the series, I was like, yeah, that's really good. I really like that. Same thing with the next song, Once We Get Up There. Vox tier. I mean, it kind of has to be, but it is top 5 favorite songs. Out of all of the Vox songs, it's my favorite Vox song. Like You. I think Like You, I haven't heard it in a hot minute. I might have to listen to it real quick. What do I say about Like You? Good God. I listened to the song and that only made my opinions on this song weirder. I don't get it. I don't get it. So I'm gonna put it in B tier because it's funny. It's a comedic song. I would have preferred another song, which we'll get into later. Secret thing for why certain Hazbin Hotel Season 2 songs are getting lower rankings. But anyway, Sarah's Confession. That's an A tier song. Easy. Sarah's Confession. I didn't like it at first. I thought, it's just, But listen, when the birds start singing, it's always peak.
I am not a bird.
Apart from, Welcome to Heaven and I guess Like You. But when the birds start singing, it's peak. Speaking of the birds singing, Gravity! My favorite song in the entire series. Gravity's amazing. That's my favorite song. I love it. It's so good. It's amazing. Piss a Love Song. I have not listened to this song in a hot minute, but I remember not being particularly thrilled with it. Okay, I know I said I was particularly thrilled with this song, but I think this is probably the best quote unquote relational, somewhat working with that kind of thing in the series. I haven't mentioned this so far. I'm a big Serpentius fan, even though his 2 songs I've ranked decently low. But anyway, I'm a huge fan of Serpentius, and I think this song, as a love song, is done particularly well because it contrasts the 2 characters perfectly. The main problem with Charlie and Vaggie is there isn't a lot of contrast. They feel like very similar characters. To be fair, when I first watched Hazbin Hotel, I thought they were sisters. Not gonna lie. I feel like a lot of Hazbin Hotel is hard to enjoy if you didn't have prior context to the show. Like, you've been following it since 2019, and you've read all of Ipsy Pop's, like, comics or whatever. It's a bit messed up. But anyway, I think, Piss a Love Song on, like, A tier. But a low A tier. Almost B tier, but it deserves A tier. Because it shows the contrast between the 2 characters and makes them feel separate. I guess that's also kind of the point of the song, because, like, they're separated, and, like, Penchus is in heaven. Whatever. It's done better. Their dynamic is better. Again, it's another useless relationship in this show full of useless relationships, and it feels very much like a fan fiction relationship, like the ultimate evil villain and, like, the outlaw, the, like, biker dude, Australian outlaw, like, they fall in love because they realize it's like that Batman and Joker thing where, like, Joker's like, but I'm your worst enemy. We have something going. You wouldn't be able to survive without me. It's like that, but, like, both of them were written by Ipsy Pop. But, maybe I'm okay with it being a fanfiction relationship, because what is Hazbin Hotel besides very much a fan fiction that became mainstream? Anyway, Speedrun to Redemption. I also remember not being particularly pleased with this song, but I'm going to listen to it a little bit. I'm not going to listen to the whole thing. Okay. It's funny. I would have preferred a different song, and I'm going to get into what that different song is. So, because it's kind of lackluster, we're going to put it in C tier. Don't You Forget, I remember this song. This is an S tier song. It was the first. This and Gravity were the only, like, non-Vox songs that I fell in love with at the beginning. At the beginning of Hazbin Season 2. Clean It Up. I like Nifty having her own song. Like, it feels very much like a filler song, but I just like Nifty having her own song. And this part where she starts speaking Japanese is so funny. It's funny. It's funny. And I like Nifty having her own song. I would have preferred a Nifty song over the other song that I'm going to complain about that we didn't get. Don't You Forget Reprise. Don't You Forget Reprise goes into Vox tier, because it's a Vox song. Bad With Us. Vox tier. Vox Populi. Vox tier. Vox D. Vox tier. Remember how I said Loser Baby was the second most overrated song in the series? Love in a Bottle is the most overrated song in the series. It is not as good as everyone thinks it is. I can admit, I know a banger when I see one. However, this song is not as much as a banger as everyone is making it out to be. It's a good song, and I like us having a Husk-specific song kind of seeing his side of the story, but Losing Streak. This song feels very much like a cop-out. It feels like this song was specifically built because Loser Baby got so popular. I mean, it's fine, but I feel like this song, we would have had a very different song here if Loser Baby wasn't this. All I'm saying is, if something like Respectless got as popular as Loser Baby did, this song would have been replaced with a Velvet song. Like, this song feels like it was specifically made because Loser Baby got so popular. Easy. Now, let me explain myself. As I already said, I don't mind a good useless relationship. I think they're all very useless and they don't really play a huge part into the story. But I don't mind them being useless, okay? Us having a bunch of very useless relationships in this show, it's fine. It's whatever, okay? But Easy, it felt a little bit wrong watching it. Like, Easy was probably the second most uncomfortable song in the series next to Poison. And the thing is, this song could have very easily been replaced with a way better song that I've been constantly talking about this entire time. So Easy gets D tier. It is probably my least favorite song in the series. It's not because I hate Charlie and Vaggy's relationship, right? Or I hate anything about this. It's specifically what could have been with Easy. And to be fair, the same is kind of with Losing Streak. You know what? Because of that, you know what? Yeah, now that I think about it, I also don't like Losing Streak very much. Now that I think about both the songs and what they could have been, I'd say Losing Streak is probably objectively worse, actually. No, now that I think about it, Losing Streak is my least favorite song in the series. I thought about it for like 2 seconds. I know, I'm a genius. Not to mention, it could have been something way better. There's nothing wrong with the actual song itself, neither with Easy. Well, of course, Easy has the one, like, vaggy twerking bit, which was very uncomfortable. Brighter goes into Fox tier. Live to Live. It's the best Pensious song in the series, probably. I don't like that it starts with Sorry reference in this, feeling very much like trying to call back to that. Anyway, when I think about the future, S tier. I know I said the finale. This does a very similar thing to the finale, where, you know, you've got all of the bits, and they all kind of come together to create. But the thing with the finale is it wasn't taking bits from other songs throughout the series. When I think about the future, it did. Like, there was a comment on the song that was just like, this song is just easy. Don't you forget, once we get up there, that one song from Hell of a Boss. Just, you know, a bunch of different songs throughout the series all combined together. Like, in like 20 seconds max each. Now, hear my hope. Before we get into anything, I'm just gonna say, this song is S tier, objectively. I really like the part with Loot, because obviously it's based off of Gravity, and I love Gravity. It's my favorite song. But, now, this is the what could have been that I've been talking about this whole video. Abel had a bit in the song, okay, where he has a panic attack. Okay? And my headcanon, my little pet theory, is that Abel was originally supposed to have a full-on song in Season 2. However, they scrapped it because, you know, they had other song ideas. So, they repurposed it for Hear My Hope to just give Abel a literally 20-second arc. And it sucks. I think Abel would have been one of my favorite characters in the entire show if that full song released. If we had a full-on Abel, like, panic attack, like, replace Easy at the end of episode 6, or replace one of these songs with an Abel song about how he doesn't like how pressure is coming down on him. Just an Abel song would have gone so hard. Like, it feels so much like that bit right there was taken from a song that already existed. But, everything else with Hear My Hope combined, it's a great song and a really cool ending to the series. To be fair, this song and More Than Anything were the only two songs in the series that got me close to crying. I almost cried at the end of Hear My Hope. I don't even know why. I think I'm just an emotional person. I mean, More Than Anything, everyone did. So anyway, yeah, here's the list. Goodly. I don't want to say goodly. That sounds dumb. Arlene Vargi. It dragged